Something really surprising happened to me yesterday. I totally embarrassed myself in front of a whole room full of people. And I just moved on. I didn't dwell on it. And it really made me aware of how much I have changed. For all of the challenges of midlife, I think definitely one of the gifts is not dwelling on things as much as at least I used to in the past. What happened is that I go to a weekly song circle, and I was going to introduce a chant from a Buddhist tradition, and it's Om Namo Amitabhaya. And I introduced it, and somebody said, is it Amitabhaya or Amritabhaya, or what is that? And I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember if it was Ami or Amri. And, for people who are in the Buddhist tradition, that is significant, especially if they, it's a devotional chant. And so I didn't want to make light of it, but I said something like, oh, it doesn't matter. It'll all blend together. And then after the chant was over, and the chant itself was fine, but I was sort of like, oh my goodness, that was sort of a silly, dismissive thing to say. And I had about, 3 minutes or so internally of I should have known the name. I should have prepared better, or, oh, that was such a silly thing to say. And I had about 3 minutes of it, but it was not the 3 hours or the 3 days or the 3 weeks that it could have been in the past. When it haunts me, something that is so insignificant, but yet somehow my identity feels wrapped around it. Instead of that was an awkward moment, it's like taking on the identity of I'm awkward, or I did something stupid to I'm stupid. And I love that. I felt like a sense of celebration, that I was really able to just notice, okay, that wasn't my finest moment. But ultimately, it's just not a big deal. And I'm not going to waste precious life force thinking about this anymore. And I didn't. And so I guess I just want to share that if you are struggling with midlife, with all of the challenges that can come with it, just remember some of the good things as well. That not giving 2 F's about things. And in my case, it's not quite that easy. You hear stories of women who just don't care anymore. And I definitely, for myself, have not gotten to that point yet. But I am starting to recognize that I'm giving less F's. I'm starting to care a whole lot less. And that's a victory in my book. And I would love to hear about your victories. What kinds of things are you noticing different about yourself that you can really celebrate at this time of life? I would love to hear from you. All right, next time.